Say goodbye to the pain of the past. Say hello to the championship.
Everybody, and welcome to a brand new video that I'm doing. And today what I am doing a match preview of the Preston Middlesbrough match, which takes place this Sunday at Deepdale. So to kick off the championship for Preston, we have an incredibly tough match against Middlesbrough. So what I'm going to be doing quite a few of these videos this season, and what they're all about predictions. So I'll make a prediction, FIFA will make a prediction, and I want you guys to make your predictions for what you think the match will end in the comments down below. And I'd love to get some Middlesbrough fans' opinions on it as well. So this is the lineup I think Preston will go with for the first game of the season, providing that everyone is match fit and ready for the season. I think this is the team we will go with. I think we will probably most likely go with a 5-back formation, and as I couldn't really decide who to drop if we went for a 4-back between Bailey Wright and Paul Huntington. So this is the team I think we'll go with. Begbford, I'm not actually sure if he is match fit. There's been a couple of things saying that he's actually not been training lately. He's missed a couple of days of training this week because of lack of match fitness. So if that is the case, I probably expect to see the same team, but with Will Keane up front instead of Jermaine Begbford. And also our new right back, who has arrived from Sheffield Wednesday on loan. He may also not be match fit, but I think he will suit that right wing back position very well, as in his interview he said that he liked going forward. He actually scored a great goal for Sheffield Wednesday the other week in pre-season, so you can see he likes going forward. And I'm hoping for, to be honest, a more developed Scott Wiseman, if that makes sense. Scott Wiseman loved going forward, but defensively, could he defend? That's questionable, but yeah, so we will now go into the actual FIFA match, and I'll tell you what I mean by FIFA will predict the score. Okay guys, so what you are seeing on screen now is the AI against the AI. So I'm not playing, and we are into the second half now as nothing really happened in the first half. So what you're seeing is the AI versus the AI. So in this series, what's going to happen is I will give my prediction on what I think the score will be, and FIFA will give their prediction on what obviously FIFA think the score will be. And I want you guys to comment down below of what you think the final score will be. Preston versus Middlesbrough, and I'd also love to get some Middlesbrough fans commenting as well, and I'd love to get their opinions on how they think they can do this season. So if you've seen my championship predictions video, you'll have seen that I've predicted Preston to finish 18th this season, and I have predicted Middlesbrough to finish 1st this season. So honestly, I'm going to go with my head's telling me one thing, my heart's telling me another. I'm going to go in the middle and say it's going to be a 1-1 draw. So that is my prediction for the opening game of the season, and I want you guys to comment what you think the final score will be. So the way we're going to do this is if you get the right... Oh, that's a good save from Pickford there. But yeah, so the way we're going to do this is if you get the right score line, so you actually guess the right score, so whether you guess 2-2, you'll get 2 points for guessing the right score, or if you guess the right result, so if you guess that it's going to end 3-0 to Middlesbrough and it finishes 2-0 to Middlesbrough, you'll get 1 point for guessing the right result, so you've guessed a Middlesbrough win, if that makes sense. So for example, if I guess that it will end 1-1 and it finishes 3-3, I will get 1 point for that because I have guessed the right result. I've guessed it'll be a draw with 1-1. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. So that's what I'm saying 1-1. So some of the things that I think will happen in the Middlesbrough match is I think that Middlesbrough will be incredibly hard to score against. And that's because last season they only conceded 37 goals, and that's one of the reasons they were so high up in the championship last season, because they only conceded 37 goals, which is absolutely remarkable. And for it to go an entire season only conceding that amount of goals is fantastic. Preston, on the other hand, in League One also were pretty tight defensively. We only conceded 40 goals in League One last season, which is it's not the best defensive record in League One last season. I believe that went to Bristol City. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure about that, but I believe it did go to Bristol City. And the best... Oh, and Joe Garner makes it 1-0 to Preston. Let's hope that happens on the day. Joe Garner putting it into the back of the net. What a finish that was. I swear to God, if this actually happens, it will be absolute scenes at Deepdale. Gallagher with the flick on and Joe Garner with the finish. Oh, that took a massive deflection there. Look at this. Wow, that was very lucky. But if that happens in real life, I'll be very happy indeed. So if you guys don't know, I do have a season ticket for Preston. So obviously, I'm going to be a little biased to you. So I'm predicting the 1-1 draw, and I think that will be quite realistic. hope for it really, but I think that if we do play to our strengths, and that is getting the ball up to Garner and Beckford, provided Beckford's fit, and them two will work well up front together, and I genuinely believe that. And I think that at Deepdale we will hopefully, especially if we do play 5 at the back, we'll make ourselves very hard to beat for the rest of the season, which is a slight bit worrying, as for parts of last season we were fairly negative for some points, and sitting back on leads when we go 1 up, we just sit back for the rest of it. I'm worried that if we take the lead early against Middlesbrough, we will, if we take the lead in the first half, for the whole of the second half, we'll just sit back. And honestly, I don't think that we can afford to do that against a team such as Middlesbrough, as they come forward there and make it 1-1. And wow, well, that's my prediction, 1-1. So if it stays like this, FIFA is guessing the same thing as me. So I will stop talking now and I'll show you the rest of the highlights. So yeah, that is my prediction. So thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, make sure you leave a like. Check out all the links in the description down below. And also, I want to get your guys' opinions on what you think the starting 11 will be as well. I've given you my predictions for what I think the starting 11 will be. I want to know your guys' opinions on what you think the starting 11 will be. And also, where you think we should finish this season. If you're a Preston fan or a Middlesbrough fan, where do you realistically see yourselves finishing this season? So I'll show you guys the rest of the highlights and I'll talk over them at the end of the video. So other than that, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you all in the next one. So after I finished talking, there was actually only 1 goal, and it did actually go to Preston. Paul Gallagher with a fantastic bit of movement here, manages to beat his man, go around him, and then he just fires it in past the goalkeeper, who stood no chance. And that was the only other goal in this match, and it went to Paul Gallagher. It was a fantastic goal, and if this happens in real life, FIFA's got some Illuminati stuff going on, but as you can see there, that is how that match finished. And we did actually win 2-1. So FIFA has predicted that Preston will win the match 2-1. So is that very realistic? I don't know. This is football. Anything can happen. So on screen now you can see I predict 1-1. FIFA predicts 2-1, and I want to know what you predict. So after the Middlesbrough match, I will be doing a match review of that game, and if you comment down below what you think the score will be, if you get the right score, I will put your comment on screen at the start of the video. So that'll wrap it up for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, and I'll see you all in the next one.
Here comes the music.